Imagine, you're going through your junior year, you're at the top of your class, you're hanging with your friends, you're shopping, you're doing everything you love to do. And then one day, you suddenly get a sharp pain in your left hip. What would you think? Would you instantly think that you have a cancerous tumor? Well, me either. But that day, my life got turned upside down. I was told you have cancer on March 19th, 2019. This is the day that changed my life forever. Within the next few days, me and my parents had multiple doctor's visits with our oncologist. And in those few visits, we would talk about what the plan moving forward was going to be. What she told us was that I would be going through 20 rounds of vigorous chemo, and halfway through we would stop the chemotherapy to do a very intensive surgery to remove the tumor from my hip, and then we would restart the chemotherapy. If you didn't already know, chemotherapy is a poison to our body. It kills all fast-growing cells. That's why people lose their hair, their eyebrows, their eyelashes, and we also internally lose our white blood cells. The white blood cells are the ones that keeps us safe from diseases and fights off diseases. So during this time, I couldn't go hang out with my friends whenever I wanted. I couldn't go shopping whenever I wanted. I couldn't just go out to eat because I never knew what diseases would be there, and I didn't know how strong my immune system was, if it was going to be able to fight off these diseases. If I ever wanted to hang out with my friends, I had to make sure they weren't out in very crowded spaces to where they could have picked up anything that they could pass on to me. Now, I don't want this to seem like a very sad story, and I don't want you guys to be sad about it, because that's not how I see my story. I see my cancer journey as a time that I had so much personal growth, and I learned so many valuable lessons. I learned how valuable each and every day is with your family. You just have to enjoy life as it is. Even if it's 15 minutes that you're talking to someone, it can be a friend, it can be a family member, it can be a stranger. Those 15 minutes are so important of human contact, are just so important. You may think going through chemotherapy was just terrible, and honestly, I won't lie to you, it was terrible. It was the worst time of my life. But I've met so many amazing people throughout this experience, and I've learned so much that it's just another time in my life. It doesn't seem as bad when I look back on it now. I learned so many lessons life lessons that I've already used so much in my life, and I'm barely getting started. I also came out of this experience a stronger woman, and I also found out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, which is help other children who are going through cancer. I officially, in January 19th of 2020, I was told I was in remission, which is great. And now I want to pursue a career in pediatric oncology nursing. And that was my story on what I learned going through chemotherapy.